Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Las Vegas, delighted to be joined by Dean Whyte. Why are you here, Dean?
I'm saying, man, I come in to watch the fight, try and see it firsthand, see what's going down, you know what I'm saying?
Scouting mission for Dillian?
Not really. I'm going to watch, I'm going to observe, and let's see what both of these guys have made him and see who comes to deliver come Saturday night, you know?
What's your expectations for the fight? Have you gone back and forth with who's going to win, Wilder knockout, Fury decision? What's your thoughts now?
Absolutely. Listen, we all know, listen, if you're a student of the game, you have a rough idea on kind of how it's going to go. I know Tyson Fury is talking about he's going to come out second round knockout. I think it's just a bit of gas. He's trying to blow a bit of wind up someone's arse and trying to throw people off the, you know, throw them off kilter a little bit. I can't see him doing that. It would be a dangerous thing for him to do. I think he might end up walking onto a big old power punch. I'm more likely to see Deontay Wilder to come out and start faster this time, because in the last fight he started way too slow and he was getting outboxed for the first 4 or 5 rounds. So I believe he might come out, start a lot faster, and you know, we'll see him more dangerous and he'll let his hands go. So potentially it could be an early knockout there. So let's see what's happening.
Don't know what's going on over there. Somebody's getting hyped up anyway. So I'm guessing you're going for a Wilder knockout then?
No. I'm going to be rooting for Tyson Fury. Hell no. Why am I going to be doing anything like that? I'm going to, no. Obviously, I'm saying, listen, if you're a betting man, if I was to bet, I'm saying the likelihood it would be a knockout by him or it would be a points win by Tyson Fury. So that's where it is. I'm indecisive. It was such a close fight last time. It was a draw. I can't see it being anything but a close fight again. But Deontay Wilder has immense knockout power. He's probably the biggest puncher in my generation, you know what I mean? So it's just one of them, innit?
What's your thoughts on Deontay basically telling Dillian to stop crying and stuff like that? And he should have fought guys like Brazil, he should have took the Ortiz fight, then he would have got a shot at Deontay. What's your thoughts on that?
The thing is, Dominic Brazil, we tried to make that fight. That fight was virtually made, and then the WBC switched it, and then they gave that fight to Deontay Wilder. Now when you're talking about Ortiz, obviously, Dillian's a pay-per-view fighter. When you look at pay-per-view numbers, the rivalry between Derek Chisora and Dillian is immense. You saw the pay-per-view numbers he done. It was an emphatic knockout, and that just drawed a big line under that, you know. So what you got to understand is that was better for the UK to make that fight, you know. So if you look at it, Ortiz, he doesn't speak English. Obviously, a few people know him. They know him as a bogeyman, but there's no excitement. People will watch it, but Derek Chisora, the rivalry and the energy what was between these two boys is what set that fight, set it alight. Even if they've done it a third time, a trilogy, I think people will buy into it because they know the chemistry with them two, and sometimes you need that chemistry. I think that's what Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury's got, that chemistry, and that's what makes it so interesting. You've got one of the best skillful boxers at 6'9" that can move and can box and could talk your arse off. And then you've got the most devastating, gruesome puncher of our generation matched together. So I think it's quite, you know, tantalising for the fans to watch, because you know exactly what it is. It's the usual puncher versus boxer. But, you know, the skills pay the bills. And that's why Tyson, for me, won the fight the first time. But let's see what happens, man.
Dillian's got a huge fight. I think it's going to be, I don't know what's going on over there. It's a big mad radio station anyway. Dillian's got a huge fight coming up. It looks like maybe the 25th of April, 2nd of May, I don't know when it is, but it's against Povetkin. Yeah. Tough fight, a good fight, a fun fight for the fans. Can you get your assessment on that?
Absolutely. Listen, Povetkin put on a hell of a fight against a hungry young lion against Michael Hunter in Saudi Arabia. And for me, what you got to understand is he is someone that people got to give credit to. He actually, he done a good job against Usyk in the cruiserweight division, narrowly losing, you know. And now he's come up to heavyweight and he's actually giving it his all, and he wants all the smoke. He's fighting people. He nearly knocked out Povetkin early in that fight, and then obviously Povetkin came back. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm going to turn the camera. We might need your assistance here, Dean, because I know what you did on that plane. This guy looks hyped up over here. You want to get involved and maybe bear hug this guy and save the day again?
I'll just chin him or something, man. I can't get involved in that bit.
Anyway, let's get back to it. Povetkin, yeah. Tough fight for Dillian, you were saying there.
Of course it is. Listen, you're talking about a former gold medal Olympian, a former world champion. He's got the experience. You know, he's seen it, he's done it all. And, you know, we shouldn't underestimate him. And for me, what you got to look at it, you just got to look at the performance against Hunter. For me, is one of the hungriest guys out there who's come up to the heavyweight division, and he got a draw of him as far as I was concerned. So that shows you the level where he is. I know people will say he's on the way out. I think he's still very, very equally as dangerous. And he showed against Anthony Joshua where he busted his nose, bled him up, and he gave a good account of himself and said he got stopped.
Why not Michael Hunter then for Dillian Whyte for the April card, May?
I'm not sure. I don't make the fights to them, but you know, either one of them, Hunter, Ruiz. But when you look at Hunter, Hunter's a dangerous fight for no reward in terms of where he is in the rankings and stuff. So maybe that's why they overlooked him. They're thinking, well, he needs to go out there and make a name for himself, because he's not really a name. But for me, I'm looking at it as a manager of fighters, someone who loves the sport and a student of the game and watches. I know when Dylan talks about him, he looks at him like, well, you know, he doesn't bring anything to the table. He's not in the elite conversation with the top guys. So maybe that's probably why he wasn't mentioned in that kind of category.
When can we see Dillian Whyte get shot then? I mean, Dillian's been in, I think it's over 900 days now. But he's not going to get his mandatory till February 2021. I mean, so that'd be $1,000. Maybe, I don't know, I'm actually lost count. I think I've lost count anyway. So.
But to be honest, the WBC already told everyone when it was going to be. And I've said time and time again, what we need to do is we just need to accept what it is. Dillian needs to be patient, continue fighting. When he fights regular, we'll see the best Dillian Whyte. So he needs to understand his date's set in stone. That's when he's fighting for his world title. He just needs to continue winning, staying in shape now, and you know, preparing himself for the winner of Wilder or Fury. That's it. Or whoever he chooses to fight. Because it might be Povetkin now. Let's not overlook Povetkin, but then he's looking to fight maybe Ruiz, and then, you know, who he feels might prepare him for the likes of those guys.
Well, a year in boxing is a long time, so the winner of this fight might get the trilogy, or they might fight Anthony Joshua. So exactly. By February 2021, by the time that date comes round, Dillian it might be Wilder, it might be Fury, or it might be Joshua.
Exactly.
Who would you prefer? Who would you like? Who makes the biggest money then? I'll ask.
If you're talking about the biggest money, it's always going to be Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I think Tyson Fury in the UK is going to be a mega fight, nevertheless. Also,
which one do you prefer?
I'm not really bothered. You know, I'm not bothered. I just want him to get his shot. He deserves a shot, and yeah, that's it really.
I've got to ask another couple of heavyweight questions for you. Just two before I let you go. Anthony Joshua against Pulev looks like it's going to be in June. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Do you know what? I don't want to underestimate Pulev. It's heavyweight boxing, anything can happen. But I just believe the Joshua that fought Andy Ruiz, he ain't got really a chance. But it's heavyweight boxing. It takes one shot. But I think Joshua will go out there and box. But I think it will be wrong. Joshua will be brought back. The old Joshua, the more clinical Joshua will sit around, sit on his punches a little bit more and try and get him out of it. That's what I feel, because he doesn't need to run from someone like him. But Pulev's got a good jab, so we'll see. He's strong. He's been around the block. He's quite experienced, and he's fought the likes of you know, Klitschko and a few other boys. So let's see.
Final question then, Chisora, Usyk. It looks like it's going to be in May. I mean, Usyk's. Everyone's talking about Usyk as the guy's coming out, and he's been added in the top 4 in the heavyweight division. There's Bob Arum there. People are singing his praises already. He's only had one fight in the heavyweight division. Is Chisora
is a nightmare.
Is he the perfect test for Usyk?
He's the worst test for Usyk. I've watched him in sparring lately, and he means business. Chisora. I've watched him in sparring. He's strong, he's in shape, and he means business. He's well prepared.
Who wins it?
I'm going to be rooting for Chisora, UK guy. You know, I saw Witherspoon give Usyk a few problems. He was catching him a few times. So I'm hoping Chisora can go out there and upset the apple cart.
Well, Dean, I won't keep you much longer. Thanks for this Fight Full TV as always, brother. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.
Always love.
Good man. Thanks, Dean.
Big up Umar, man.
Yeah,
my
big
guy.
Up Umar. Yeah, big up Umar.
You get me, my guy.
Give him a praise.
Come on, man. Umar's the man, man. I like, you know, he's someone who's always given me respect, can come to me and done a lot of interviews with me. You know, sometimes people say silly stuff. He's a young man. Things happen when you're young. I had a checkered past, and we all come from a checkered past, and sometimes you say things. He's come a long, long way. I could see that he was a hell of a troll. My God. But listen, moving forward, the Umar of today is such a different beast. Give him his credit, let the man off the hook, and let bygone be bygone. Sometimes things happen, shit happens, man. I'm sure a lot of people have a past, and a lot of people do things and say things they shouldn't, and they're forgiven, and they're always given a second chance. Umar, big up yourself. Hopefully your second chance comes soon. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Well said. Thanks, Dean, as always, my man.
Yeah.